choice of course. Which one would you choose, my brothers? If there was no day or night, which would you prefer to be right? How long have you hated your white teacher? Who told you you love your brother's woman? Community. Uh, some of our persons uh, are here. I don't know. They claim they're here to teach, but the teaching usually turns into a bunch of beefing and gossip and slander, defamation of character, and so many other different things. And I try not to get caught up in that type of insanity, because we do have a message that needs to be heard. We do have something very important that one should have the right to know exists. So, talking about our YouTube celebrities, these large platforms, and one of our brothers, either it was in the chat room, I believe it was in the chat room, or he told us in person. I think the myth detector, shout out to the myth detector, shout out to our brother, it's common sense. Hopefully those brothers will come back to the platform and bring some common sense and expose the myths here on our platform. Shout out to those young brothers who clearly their minds are open and they are awakened. I hope that they have not fallen victim to other things, because there's other things out here that can destroy our minds other than just black conscious talk and all this blackity black and the struggle and the black conscious type of stuff that we're used to speaking about or listening to. Now, I want to send a warning to black men, or here we say soul brothers. I want to send a warning to you about my commentary, because if this woman, Cynthia G, if this woman, Cynthia G, can hurt your feelings so bad, then you do not need to hear what I have to say. And those things, how you mock and degrade her, and those things that you use against her, you can't use against me, because I'm a male myself. So you will call me a simp. See, this is what makes it so sad. I want to make this video because you continue to embarrass me. You continue to embarrass me as a black man or a soul brother. or a freedman or a male foundational black American. You embarrass me. These men embarrass my gender. You are an embarrassment. You celebrating the termination of Cynthia G. I don't care about all that. I don't care about the termination of Cynthia G. However, this censorship on YouTube is silly because you can't talk. Really. I never heard no hate speech. Now, she said to some effect, abort the black babies. They abort. Abortion is legal in this country. Period. So what? And if these women want to abort their babies, that's their body, then do it. Don't you give them none to abort. It's simple as that. Problem solved. But you so concentrated, you can't control your ding-a-ling in your pants. How's she going to abort a baby and you didn't give her one to abort? Don't give her one. But you so lustful and you so weak. Any pair of panties that anybody drop their drawers, there you go. There you go. I was watching that New Edition series they had on BET not too long ago. And when New Edition started getting all these female fans, these groupies, a lot of the New Edition members said, I'll bang anything that got a hole in it. Just bring it on. And that's how you are. You have no discipline. You have no integrity. Your problem is you want to be a dog like the other men around the world. You want to be a dog and you want to be able to control the poo-tang. That's your problem. You want to be a dog. You want to be a wolf. You want to control the poo-tang like other men got their women under control. In China, she running around. She got to bow down to the men and cover their hair and do all this. Don't speak unless you're spoken to like you're a child. That's what you want over sisters. But you're not in that type of position. You can't even control your own damn life. Just a few, less than 150 years ago, you was kissing masa feet. He was giving you a baby whether you like it or not. Calling your boy, lynch you at will. Still kill you, basically at will. And you want to tell a woman what to do. And these men tell you what to do. That's the root of the problem. You want somebody to control. You want somebody to exploit. That's your problem. Because in the black community, you've been hyped up. You are God and you a warrior. You a warrior. Who the hell did you fight? Who did you fight? I'm not talking about Nat Turner. I'm not talking about what they did in the 1960s. Who the hell are you fighting? Mr. Warrior. You want somebody to call you a god with no power. Want somebody to call you a king. No kingdom. You believe your own hype. You are given praise. You are given honor that you did not earn. I don't do that here. Believe me, if you call me a king, I earned the title. If you call me a god, I earned the title. If you call me a good husband, I earned the title. If you call me a good boyfriend, which I don't like that word, boyfriend. Boy is a white racist word. Quote from Michael Evans, Good Times. Whatever I am, and there are other titles that you earn, but you don't like to talk about. A coward. How about that title? A wimp. What about that title? Scary. How about that title? Won't you embrace the titles that you actually have earned? Incompetent. Won't you embrace that title? You want to be around people and you want to be in an environment and you should be upset. Oh, wow. Woo. You should really be upset that Cynthia G channel was taken down because you didn't do it. I heard it was a white woman that done it, that gave Cynthia G problems. It wasn't you. You've been trying for years and years and years. Shut up, Cynthia G. You hurt my feelings. That ain't the way black man is. Oh, wimpy. Embarrassing. And here comes a white woman. Don't worry, with her cake, Supergirl. Here come your Supergirl. Here come your Supergirl with her cake, white woman. Here I come to save the day. Leave these wimpy black men alone, Cynthia G. And now you're happy. That's more embarrassing. You're a king and you're a god and you're a warrior, and you had to wait for a white woman to come and turn, and now you celebrate. I wouldn't even open my mouth. White woman come to help you. That's even more embarrassing. What is Cynthia G saying that got you all in your panties? Got you all upset? I don't agree with everything Cynthia G said. And a lot of you know that what she said, a lot of what she said is true. You just don't like the way she said it. But you're a warrior. And you're a god. You don't have no damn balls. I know about Cynthia G. Cynthia G won't mess with me. I sent her countless emails. She never responds. She knows these folks, contrary to popular belief, a lot of these people know who the hell I am. She might tackle Tariq Nasheed. She might tackle Tommy Sotomayor or some of these others. She don't want to come here because here we grow and we grow manhood. Ain't no silly woman gonna come here and try to check me. I'm not going to ask you for no submission. I'm going to show you I'm worthy of being submitted to, whether you like it or not, or you can take your happy ass on. You don't bother me because I can accept the reality of things. If I'm a punk, if I'm scary, then it's up to me to be brave. Until then, I'm a punk and I'm scary. And I can accept that. I have not done anything to call myself some kind of warrior, some kind of god or whatever. That don't bother me. You ain't did a damn thing and you want all these titles. Nobody earns a title unless you qualify. If you're a cab driver, you got to qualify. If you're a police officer, you got to qualify. A teacher, the president of the United States, everything we do in this society, any title that you get, you're a doctor or a lawyer, you got to qualify and they give you a certificate. You want all these titles and don't have to earn nothing. You want things easy. How you a god and a warrior and you're a strong man and you can't handle when a woman that's wearing some kind of wig, all kinds of makeup, she hurt your feelings. She hurt your feelings because what she say, a lot of what she say is true. and you don't like it. You want a pass on your ill behavior. You get no pass. She don't bother me. She can call black men dusty baiters, whatever the hell she be talking about. She can say whatever the hell she want to talk about. If somebody called me a bum, which they have, if somebody called me a bum, then if I get a job or I make a job for myself and I work, buy me a car, buy me a house, can you call me a bum now? I'm giving you money to help you get on your feet. I'm paying taxes so your children can go to school. I'm paying taxes so that you can get disability and Social Security. How the hell you can't call me no bum no more? I'm helping you survive. So if Cynthia G is calling us all these different names, then the only thing we have to do is do what's required in order to not be that. But see, you want to be a bum, but you want the praises or something. Then you believe that you want these privileges. You want these privileges that you think other men get. And they are corrupt. For thousands of years, women have been exploited all over this earth. Why do you want to be like them? That's where your problem started. Whether you like it or not, the black man, soul brothers, whatever you want to call yourself, because you're confused, you don't know that. You don't even have an identity for the women to follow. You got the sisters, I'm an African American, I'm an Indian, I'm an Israelite, I'm a Muslim. You got them all confused. So when they have a baby, what? They don't even know what is the baby a Hebrew Israelite? Is the baby an African? The children grow up confused. Then they become gender confused. I knew when I was 3 years old, I was born a girl, but I feel like a man. Whatever that woman is, it's your fault. Because you didn't do right by her, and we have not protected her. So whatever Cynthia G is, it's your fault that you don't want to hold the responsibility for what our gender has done. Did we protect her on the slave plantation? No, we did not. We couldn't even protect ourselves. We're going to jump the broom. This is my wife. And the slaves get together and they jump the broom. This is my wife. Then, after you get married, on your honeymoon, slave master, I want Sally. Massa, you gotta beg Massa. Massa, I just got married to Sally. Don't, get the hell out the way. Come here, Sally. You get out the way, boy. Massa, please don't do this. This is our wedding day. I don't care. Come on, Sally. Massa, we've been good, Massa. Just give us this day, Massa. Please, get in there. And you sit back. And Massa grab your wife. And you can hear Massa. Your wife. What did you do? You went in that log cabin and you took it. And your slave master had your wife on your wedding day. Not only slavery, this happened during Jim Crow, which wasn't that long ago. It still was happening. And in some cases, it might not be reported, but in some of these old hick southern towns, and maybe some of these northern towns, It's still happening. It's still happening. Why is the black woman on the street selling her body? Why is she in the strip clubs going up and down poles? Because we failed to protect her at any time. Here's your excuse, your cowardly ass. She do that voluntarily. She do that voluntarily. Because she has no man to protect her. You could say the same thing for slaves. They must have done what they done voluntarily. Using your logic. You the man. Even out of your own mouth. We supposed to protect the woman. Then she joins these religious organizations looking for that protection. Looking for a man that's different. And she's exploited. Because the leader, he needs 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 100 women at one time. She's exploited by her own. When can these sisters just be able to sit with men and you ain't thinking about going between her legs? How come she can't just have a relationship with a man and that man don't have to get between her legs? That's because we don't view nobody as a human being. We've been turned into some kind of beast. What is the hell wrong with you? Any woman should be able to be your friend without you trying to get between her legs. There's no reason. We've been sexualized. We've been made sick. We've lost our humanity. Any young girl, any full-grown woman should be able to have a man as a friend. They say, can a man just be friends with a woman? Why not? Especially when you're married. Woman can't even be friends with a married man because he's going to turn around and hit on her. Then you got a wife at home. But see, also, it's the women's fault. Because you give yourself away so easy. You know that man is married. But you think that you can, your putty tat or whatever you got is better. I'm going to take, it's a lot of men. You don't need to be trying to get this woman's husband. That's why in the scriptures, that's why in religion, thou shalt not commit fornication or adultery, because that type of activity destroys people. It destroys families. It destroys people because you think that's going to be my wife, that's going to be my girlfriend, and the only thing you want is to get laid. Instead of being upset with Cynthia G, why don't you build the things that will attract a woman? Why don't you be an example of a man? She don't see you as a man because you're not acting and functioning as no man. Now, if you notice where I come from, I came from the Nation of Islam. And I very much doubt that people in the nation, brothers, the FOI in the Nation of Islam, they're not upset about anything that Cynthia G is saying. I've never seen a video where Brother Ben X or Nuri or Wesley was upset about what Cynthia G is saying about black men. Because they know that it's their responsibility, our responsibility as men, to build that nation and to function as a man. And if we're not up to par, then we got to work to get to that level. These sissies don't want to do it. They a man because I got a job. I wear a good suit. So these women should rally around me because I got a good job. I'm doing exactly what Kevin Samuel say. I make 6G, whatever, and I wear suits and Puff Daddy, P Diddy, whatever his damn name is. That's my friend. That's my boy. I roll out with P Diddy, the alleged abuser, the alleged rapist, P Diddy. I also hang out with Bill Cosby. You think because you got things and you're gonna get exactly what you're asking for when you depend on things. So you're gonna get a thing for a woman that only wants you for your 6 figures, that only wants you because you're a high value man, and she cheat on you, and she's gonna divorce you and take half. So your solution is, I'll go to the white woman. I'll go to the Asian woman. I'll go to the women in Brazil, Venezuela, somewhere. They're women. You're not going to escape. You're not going to escape it. You can put on this front like you're going to a better place. And they will, for a little while, let you feel like a man. Next thing you know, you're divorced and they taking half. Some of them even kill you, murder you. They don't talk about that side of the story. In some of these interracial relationships, you mess around and get murdered. Some of these women live in poverty. And see, you take advantage of that. You take advantage that a woman is in a bad shape, because no woman, if she can take care of herself, nobody, if they can take care of themselves, they're not going to accept abuse. They're not going to accept the things that we want to do. Because some of us are crazy. Some of you are crazy. You're selfish. You're a control freak. You want to run things. And a lot of us as men, we're like that because we've been run all our lives in America. We don't control, we don't run nothing. The only thing you think that you control is your ding-a-ling. And that's what you focus on. If I all of a sudden start talking sexual, you might not pay no attention to anything that I said, but if I start talking about ding-a-ling and poo-tang, your eyes start lit up. Hey, come over here, Charles. He talking about poo-tang and ding-a-ling. Come over here, man. Because that's all you got. So you want to control the woman because you think she weak, and the children that come into your house. And your dog Scruffy. Can't leave out Scruffy. We always talk about the dog Scruffy. And we want to talk about Scruffy because that's the only way that you can feel like a man. And I'm not going to pick on our brother Jay-Z because I like Jay-Z. I like our people. I don't hate folks like y'all do. Jay-Z is a billionaire. But Jay-Z don't really run nothing. He has a little influence. He don't run nothing. Jay-Z get caught up, do the wrong thing. Jay-Z is going to find out the reality of life. Jay-Z don't make any laws. He don't control no resources. He don't control. Some of these white folks, when they get money, they actually buy islands. You talk about go to their house? No, bro. I have an island. Some of these people buy counties. This is my county. They ain't talking about my mansion. This is my whole county. We don't think like that. But Jay-Z don't control nothing. These Caucasian people can change the laws and flip things around and can actually take everything Jay-Z worked for, can take it all away in a few months. And you thought I had it going on because you don't control no laws. Since we don't control any laws, the people that in a position to make the laws can make laws that take your money away from you, little by little. Your little generational wealth don't mean a damn thing if you don't have the law. You don't even give the money value. But these are the ways that we hype ourselves up as men. You should be embarrassed. On here crying. You actually on social media before the world. And you crying about Cynthia G. That's embarrassing to me. Because she called you Dusty. And then she turns around and gets pregnant by a Dusty. This man already has, 4, 5 children. And he jumping from job to job. Last time I heard he was a truck driver. And believe me, ain't nothing easy about trucking. Nothing easy about it. It's a hard life. What Jay-Z said, it's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. It's difficult. And that's who she got pregnant by. The whole thing is hypocritical. Folks is weak and folks is fraud. They say one thing and do another. What is it they always, some adults used to always tell children, don't do as I do what I tell you. Yeah, but you smoke and you drink. You having fun. How come I can't? Look, boy. Don't do as I do. It's bad. Don't be stupid like me. Don't do as I do. Do as I tell you. They don't even say that. They put on this persona like they are this. And when it's all said and done, they're nothing like it. All these religious folks, they will tell you one thing, and they pump themselves up like they one thing, and do something else behind your back. That's why Malcolm X was murdered. Because these idiots was in denial that their so-called teacher, their so-called Mr. Perfect righteous person, wasn't what he painted himself to be. So instead of getting angry at the one who lied to you, you're going to get angry at Malcolm when Malcolm is a victim too, because he thought the man was holy and righteous also, just like you. You want Malcolm dead. What about the man that lied to you? As soon as you find out that Angel Snub 7 is doing something in contradiction to what I talk about here, if I'm talking all this reject God and accept reality, but behind closed doors, oh Jesus, oh lay me down to sleep and pray my soul to keep it. If I should die before I wake, made it so. if you found out I was doing that behind the scenes, you'd be like, this nigga so fake. You have a problem with it. And then I said, don't do I said, don't do as I do. Do as I tell. You don't want to hear that. That's fake as hell. I don't even have to go that far. After all the crap that doo-doo lady put us through, and y'all found out in secret I was still messing around and talking with doo-doo lady, you would have a problem with that. How could you, after what that dingbat done to us, woo, you would have a problem with that. Well, you see, the Lord is my shepherd, and I believe in forgiveness, and I gave her a call. We started. You don't want to hear all that stuff. I don't hate that woman, but I want nothing ever to do with those people because they foul. If they wasn't foul, all these suckers that came to this platform, if they was real, if they wasn't so damn foul, can you imagine where we would be right now? Because the people want to see unity. The people want to see us loving each other. We don't have to agree with everything somebody say, somebody do. The people was eating it up. Then what you done is dash people hopes again. That's why it's difficult for us as a people to be unified, because as soon as they see something is happening, we get all in our emotions. Somebody got to get all in their emotions and mess things up. Especially some of these men. Leave these women's panties alone. She's here to learn. She's here to help in the work. Leave her alone. But no, you got to sneak around. And then you know these relationships, when they turn foul, everything that you're trying to do turn foul. Leave her alone. Can't do that. You have no control of your penis. You're thinking with the wrong head. I just want to know myself, what is it or what was it, since y'all, these men, like the little sissies they are, Cynthia G, she gone. What is it? Ding dong, the witch is dead. Ba 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 ba. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Y'all so woo, so embarrassing. YouTube censorship. So on social media, this is a place for you to feel good. Nobody is beyond scrutiny. Don't talk about me. Your feelings is hurt. But you a man. You a warrior. You strong. You a God. And you can't handle what a woman wearing a wig is talking about. And I give her credit because she hold it down with them, because they're not men. She's not going to come here and talk to us the way she do them. She's not going to do it. But she can deal with Kevin Samuel. She can deal with Tariq Nasheed. She can deal with O'Shea Jackson, whatever his damn name. She can deal with them guys because they're not men. She's not going to come here with that craziness. Because she's going to get taught here. She's going to know that man is in the house here. Not a perfect man. But we're growing and we understand. Because I'm going to agree with you. I'm not going to be in denial that we got to do better. I'm not going to make excuses for failure. I don't want unearned credit. I don't want your unearned praise. So she's going to fall back simply because of that. I don't care if I don't have a dime in my pocket. She's not going to come here and talk that crap to me. The problem is not the woman. And even the teachers of Elijah Muhammad, he taught 75% of the work is towards the woman. %75 of the work is directed towards her. Who's supposed to get her together? It's you. It's me. It seems as though really, in reality, it's backwards. 75% of the work is you. Because you on YouTube crying because a woman wearing mascara, fake eyelashes, and a wig, she making you quiet. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And then they want to make mockery of her wig and her mascara or whatever. She ain't tripping off of it. She's steady hitting you with valid questions about your behavior. I never heard her talk about all them bum suits that you wear and you think you smart, that old fake college degree you got on the wall. She be hitting them with some valid questions they can't handle. Because they hide behind their money. Money don't make you no man. And your college degree don't make you a man. That's why you cry when this woman start talking. I remember when I was a boy. And my sisters, we were children, my sisters and myself, we would go back and forth and it would get physical. I would have physical brawls with my sisters. A lot of times it was because I was the oldest and they didn't like my mother leaving me in charge. Well, not only was I older, I did have common sense. You could leave me in charge. They did not like that. And you ain't that much older than me. Why you in charge? And we get upset over stuff like that. And we also had our little fights because we was children. Children fight over dumb stuff. Children are selfish. Children are arrogant. Children are stupid. I mean, you're a child. You're trying to grow. You learn as you mature. But one thing I learned as we was growing up with my sisters, see, my sisters and a lot of women, they think faster than men do. And my sisters had that tongue. And they knew how to push your buttons. And I couldn't think like my sisters. They firing these bullets. And the only thing I could do was, you a donkey head. You a donkey head. I didn't know how to respond. So I used my fist. What you think about this? Pow! And so as children, that worked for a little while. But we getting older. And I'm a male. I'm still a male. I'm getting stronger. It was getting to the point I could fight all my sisters by myself. I could handle all of them at one time. But one day, I thought to myself, I'm still a child. Y'all grown men. Y'all grown men. I'm a child. And I said to myself, I don't want to hurt my sisters because I'm bigger, I'm stronger. I'll mess around and really hurt them one day. I'm going to have to find a way to deal with my sisters mentally, verbally. Because this physical thing is going to get out of hand, and I mess around and hurt my sisters. I do not want to hurt my sisters, even though we fighting. I don't want to hurt my sisters because I love my sisters. I don't want to hurt my sisters. I'm going to have to find a different way of dealing with this. Did you hear what I said? So one day, I'm a child. Out of love, I got to find a different way. So as a child, that's when I first began. I got to come up with a strategy. I got to think about, okay, they come at me this way. What can I say to come back? What can I do? I figured it out. So here they come one day. This the showdown. Here they come with that tongue. Pow, 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 pow. I can't say what we were saying. I don't remember. We was children. I can't even begin to tell you what we was arguing and fighting about, going back. What names was called, I cannot. I can't remember. I'm not even going to try. But this I do know. I thought about if they said this or come this way, I'm going to respond this way. I created a strategy to counter anything verbally that they had to say. And it got to the point where they couldn't handle what I was bringing. And they wanted to physically fight. Not me. They wanted to physically fight. Because now I learned how to counter the verbal onslaught that it was bringing to me. But I had to come up with something to not hurt them because I love them. You understand what I'm saying? So here we are, and you upset with your sister. We call, in the community, we call the black woman our sister. So we don't want to hurt our sister. We don't really know why she's angry. We really don't know why she's so upset the way she is. But I don't want to hurt her because I love her. So now I got to sit back in the cut and think of a way, how can I deal with her without hurting her? So you sit back in the cut and you're actually happy that this woman's channel terminated or whatever. But see, the thing about censorship is Cynthia G today is going to be somebody who you like tomorrow. That's the thing about censorship. If nobody is really advocating violence and things of this nature, people should be able to say whatever the hell they want to say. Because none of y'all suckers is perfect. You want to sit back in the cut like you all la-di-da. You holier than thou. None of you. None of us is holier than thou. If I come on YouTube with holes in my jacket, that's the reality of it. How the hell am I going to get angry? I'm here on YouTube with holes in my jacket. I would tell you, can I get a donation to buy a new jacket? Now I put the what they call it, put the shoe on the other foot. Because if you got a problem with me coming on YouTube with a hole in my jacket, and I'm asking you for a donation, how the hell can you laugh at me and you don't help? Since you got a problem with me with holes in my jacket, then you donate so I can buy a jacket that don't have any holes. Now you can't say nothing about me no more. Other than that, you a hypocrite. Sit your happy ass down. Because I know if I have a problem, I see somebody and I've done it. I remember one of my girlfriends, because at the time I did not wear jeans. I don't buy jeans. I only wear slacks. Men's dress slacks, or whatever you want to call it. I want you to wear a jean. I'm not buying no jeans. I don't do that. What if I buy the jeans? I'll wear them. She bought the jeans. I wear jeans ever since. Because at the time I related jeans to farm work. Because I grew up on a plantation. And that's what we wore all the time. I always considered jeans work clothes. Not nothing, no casual clothes we walking around. Jeans was work clothes. I did not like jeans because it reminded me of being on that plantation my ancestors was sharecroppers. I did not like jeans. So if you just like people here, you need to do your videos better. You need a microphone. You need a better computer. You need to buy it for me. Get it for me. Because it don't bother me. If I came on YouTube and y'all see me, I will come to YouTube, nappy hair, ain't shaved in 4-5 weeks. I will come out and give a damn. You want me to shave? Buy me, donate. Buy me a razor. And I'll shave for your happy ass. These people, I'm supposed to have all this stuff. Well, give it to me. Donate it to me. It was a person told me they was going to send me a brand new computer. Don't have the computer yet. That was 3 years ago. No computer. You need a microphone. What's his name? That Cuckoo Cutter brother. You need a microphone and you need this. Well, give it to me. Buy it for me. He bought it for himself. He bought it for himself. Didn't do nothing for me. I'm doing just fine. With or without a microphone, with or without a brand new computer, with or without Google terminate, y'all flag my channel anyway. So apparently, that's not gonna keep me on YouTube because I have a new computer or a green screen or other garbage in the background. I want to ask the question again. What is Cynthia G saying that make these black men so upset and crying? Because she don't bother me. You bother me. Because you are an embarrassment to the male gender. That woman ain't saying nothing that you should be crying about. And if anybody says something that is true, we should be able to man up and work on ourselves until we get it right. And then when they come back, can't talk about that because it's gone. You can't talk about that. It's gone. Self-improvement. These men upset with Cynthia G because they don't want to self-improve. Because everything the woman is saying is not a lie. A lot of the things that the woman and sisters be saying on YouTube is true. But you don't want to change. because you want to be like these other idiot men around the earth. You want to be like them. Well, if you want to be like them, then you need to control some land. You need to give these women some jobs. You need to put yourself in a position where you control the tanks and the Army and the Navy and the Marines. You need to put yourself in a place of power. You ain't nothing. But you want all this respect. And you're nothing in the eyes of the world. And Cynthia G really, and a lot of sisters, they're crying to us. Where my man at? And some of you sisters, you do the men a disservice when you coddle us. Oh, it's so much pressure on the black man. Give him a break. You don't need to give him no damn break. Pressure is what's going to build him. Malcolm said about pressure. It's pressure that you put on a lump of coal. And it's the pressure that changes that lump of coal into a diamond. It's the pressure. He needs this pressure. He needs this. He needs this. Why do you think he's turning gay? Why do you think he's turning pansexual and bisexual and sexual, trisexual and sexual actual? He's falling apart. He has no strength to gravitate toward. He's falling apart because it's easier to be a pansexual. It's easier to be gay, homosexual. It's easier to be all this extra sexual, transsexual, whatever, than to be the real man that these women need. It's easier to be that because that don't ask you to be a man. You don't expect a homosexual man to be like what we know of what men's supposed to be. You don't expect that. So that's why they do it. This is a cry. I want you to understand, brothers, that this is a cry from the women. Where y'all at? You've been off the slave plantation for over 100 years. Look where we at. We can't do no better than this. And you want all this praise and glory and honor? Well, you gonna cry talking to me. You might as well, you have. Actually, you already have. Black men have flagged my channel. They sure have. They already done it. So, if Cynthia G make you cry, I damn sure make you snot in the nose. Because there's nothing some woman can say, especially like Cynthia G, gonna make me upset and cry. A lot of men don't like the nagging woman. Most so-called nagging women, they want you to get off your ass and do something. You're not going to sit around here and play video games all day. I'm nagging because you are a man. Get your ass up. You talk about build a nation, we'll do it. Get your happy ass out between my legs. Look, I know it's good and everything. You done had it. You done had it before. Get your ass up. We got 10 children here. We need to put them in their own nation. All this nation talk. You making these babies and you putting your babies in the house of another man. Don't you realize these women understand, they see that you're not providing a damn thing for them? Nothing. At least take over at least one business. Let's be the best egg layer. Let's produce the best eggs in the world or something. You control nothing. Control nothing. The way I look at Cynthia G and other women, it's a cry for help. They need a man in their life, not a stud horse. She had a stud horse for 400 years. The reality is you made Cynthia G. Oh, yeah. See, that's the reality. The reality is we made Cynthia G. That's the reality. We made Cynthia G. Brother, how did we make Cynthia G, brother? When we came off, our ancestors came off these slave plantations, we didn't have no choice but to be unified. Didn't have a choice. So this man and this woman, we came off this plantation because we all we had. And because of that unity, we were able to build small towns, small cities, and we put ourselves in a position because we had no choice, That's a Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar likes to repeat things more than one time. Because we had no choice. Shout out to brother Umar Johnson. And so you done that. And you began to build together. You done this. But then, as you began to make your little money and start wearing your little suits and start getting more entangled into this society. Now, this society was racist. So their first priority, of course, is always to keep the black man down. We know this. But next to the black man comes the white woman. She's always been a slave to him. She didn't have no rights. So what was it? The suffrage, they call it the suffrage movement. The white woman started in the early 1900s. Fighting for her rights. Or was it the 1800s? It actually started in the 1800s. Caucasian women started fighting for their rights. And the black woman wasn't part of it. Because the black man and woman, we had our own problems. So, again, as we begin to integrate more and more into this society, we begin to get positions of power and prestige in this nation. When the white man began to give his favors, it was first to this black man. Now tell me if I'm right or wrong. That's the history. Black men were able to get into this system first on a large scale. There were sisters that was able to create businesses or whatever, but it was the black man that was able, that they allowed, who they showed more favoritism to, and gave different positions, allowed to do certain things. And then when he gained certain stature, the black woman wasn't good enough for him no more. He began, if he could, he even risked his life. Got to marry him a Caucasian woman. And for those who could not get them a good white woman, those who couldn't get a good white woman, you would be at home taking out your frustrations out on the sisters. You would abuse your wife, your girlfriend, and your children, and let's not forget Dog Scruffy. Because life, trying to live on the outside, is so hard. And you knew you didn't control nothing. So you said to yourself, well, at least when I get home, I'm the head Negro in charge. And women, a lot of women still were not, they were denied certain jobs and whatever. A lot of women had to depend. The strategy was find you a rich man or some a well-to-do man and get married, because a lot of women were denied employment. Not only in America, but around the earth, men denied women to work. So you can't take care of yourself, so you always be under the domination of a man. If the man is just, if the man is good, there's no problem. But according to history, these men are not just, and they ain't no damn good. So she ended up working these pitiful, low-paying jobs, or she ended up selling her body. Men's fault. Men's fault. Giving your little girls at 13, 9 years old, 13 years old, marrying old-ass, grizzly-ass men. Like we saw in The Color Purple. They're making a remake of The Color Purple. And that wasn't long ago. That was the 1930s, whatever. Giving your girls away to these dirty, old, grizzled-up, old-ass men. Actually selling your daughters for a few dollars. In some African countries, as soon as the little girl is born, she's given away to some family. In some of these cultures. This is how women are treated. So our sisters, when they began to see this women's rights stuff blowing up, they began to get attracted to feminism and this women's rights movement because of how we treated her. If we had stayed, as y'all say, on code, if we had stayed true to ourselves, she wouldn't be attracted to that. I don't need that. Because our brothers aren't like yours. She can't say that. Because you're an abuser, you're a rapist, and you're wicked just like her man is. And that's why right now, till this day, she's attracted to feminism and the women's rights movement and all that stuff. Because of us. She shouldn't need it, but you're not just. You're not right. Nobody is going to, in their right mind, wants to continue to live or support something that is oppressive to them. I don't blame them. Then you have, like, in some of these religions, and some of these brothers be talking this stuff. In the public, you see all la-di-da. But behind closed doors, these brothers be going off on their wives and their children. Control freaks. Nothing nice about them. A lot of these women are living in abusive, and then you under the control of religion. Because in Christianity, it teaches that God does not like divorce. Not too long ago, remember, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. And I heard that Beyonce basically forgave Jay-Z. Because I got to keep my family together. I'm doing it for the children. So a lot of women do things for the children. They do things because of the religion. And they tolerate an abusive and exploitive relationship. You don't have to tolerate and deserve. You don't deserve none of that. You deserve to live. We don't live that long on this earth. You deserve happiness. You deserve a decent life. You don't have to tolerate no idiot. You got to bow down and you got to live in this type of atmosphere dealing with some idiot. Because they can't control, because they don't feel like a man. And that's what these guys, they want to go overseas to get a woman, because those women will deal with that for a while. For a while. Some of these women do it, like I said, for the children. Because if you notice, as soon as the children get grown, I want a divorce. I thought everything was going fine. I want a divorce. They did it for the children because they want the children to grow up with their mother and their father, but you don't have no father. If you got to live a lie, the children don't have no father. Don't have a mother. Just have some people in the house. You fool yourself. And you have unjustly denied yourself your own happiness. Yes, you can think about the children, but you need to think about yourself too. Because that's a stressful life, living a lie. I know about that a little bit when I was locked up. They told me I have to act a certain way, carry myself a certain way. That was a lie to me. That's not me. But if I want to get out of here, I need to do that. So I decided, well, I'm going to have to, let me see if I can, put on a different face. And so for a little while, I was able to do that. Felt like a damn slave. Yes, sir. Shows a beautiful day today, ain't it, sir? Wow. That's nice shoes you got on there, sir. Want me to shine them for you, sir? And then you go in your room, knowing you've been fake all day. Like, you need a break from fakeness. you need a break from fake. But it's stressful because you know that what you're doing is a lot. You're not being true to yourself. Now, if I felt that way, if I felt like I was a criminal, if I felt like I had some kind of mental illness, no problem. It's a lie. It's a lie. And people keep talking about the two-parent household. The two-parent household is a beautiful thing. I would never come here and tell you that there's something wrong with a mother and father at home with their children. I would never say that. I would never tell you that that's a problem. However, a mother and father who is not in love, who's living a fake ass life, that's foul, that's not good for children either. Because sooner or later the children gonna see, they're gonna figure it out that their life was fake. It wasn't real. A picture does not tell you about a person's family. Anybody can take a picture and smile. These people talking all this two-parent household stuff, and they put up these pictures with the man and then the wife and the children, they smiling. Anybody can take a picture. That's not the life of the family. We can't see them behind closed doors. I know, growing up, my mother was married 2 times. I've been around two-parent households. Some of them seem to be happy. A lot of them outright was foul. Having a penis in your house does not guarantee family unity, does not guarantee family happiness. Does not guarantee that. There's nothing special. A penis does not have special powers. It does not have magic. I've had a penis for a long time. I've yet to see the magic or the special powers. If it has special powers, will somebody please tell me how to use it? Because I just learned how to use the urinal. I didn't see no special powers. Because that person is foul. A human being can be a victim of lust, ego, narcissist, grandiose, selfish, and the list goes on and on. So that does not change. That's a person. Human beings, male and female, we are subject to these things. Some of us work on ourselves. We understand, damn, I got a temper problem. I got an anger problem. And they work on their anger. Like I did when I was a child. I didn't want to hurt my sisters. So I had to work on myself so I wouldn't hurt my sisters because I loved them. So whether you are male or female, when you see that there's a problem, I got to work on myself because I don't want to hurt the ones I love. It's simple as that. And as you do that, you actually help yourself. Sometimes we can do it on our own. Sometimes we have to go to a therapist. Talk to somebody we trust. But I got a problem. I got to deal with it. If I don't deal with the problem, I hurt somebody. So you have people that murder their whole family. The wife will murder the children and the husband. The husband will murder the wife and the children. Sometimes the children will murder the parents. And on the outside, people be like, I didn't see that coming. I thought they were so happy. We know how to put on a show. We know how to put on a show ever since being on the slave plantation. When massa come around, you better be smiling. You better be dancing. We know how to put on a show. Then when massa leave, you talk about massa behind his back. You go to jail, you're not going to be telling those guards and people, tell them off. You make life worse for you. Soon as they leave, I hate that warden. I'll punch him in his eye. I'll do this. We know how to put on a show. The Motown Review. Ooh, the tears of a clown. We dance. Put on a show. We know how to put on a show. Go to church. Hallelujah. Like you really into God. We know how to put on a show. Go on the street with your bow ties or your purple suit, the Hebrew Israelites. Putting on a show. Put on a show. Ain't gonna do nothing. It's all a show. So we know about putting on shows. Cynthia G put on a show. Y'all dusties. Then you turn around, get pregnant by a dusty. A beta male. Because she's a woman. And some of y'all have needs. And she was probably talking to, what's his name? Robert something. I tried to talk to him too. These folks don't want to deal with angel snuff number 7. I blow all their stuff out the water. But see, y'all you don't have no discipline. And Robert probably said, Cynthia, I'm working with a little something, you understand? Oh, Robert, stop playing around. Oh no, baby, I'm real serious. How you think I got all these 6, 7, 10 kids? How you think that? We don't even have to be in the same bed. I can reach you from the other side of the room. And some of y'all get excited when you hear talk like that. Get even more excited if it's real. Oh Lord, oh my goodness, you was lying. All that goes out the window when the relationship that you knew wasn't going to happen, now it's a reality. He made me sick. I never really liked him anyway. We put on a show. We like putting on these shows. Come to my show. We like to put on a show. So, I just want to know, because I don't understand all this celebration about Cynthia G. They happy that her channel is terminated. But the thing about it is her audience is still there. The people that was attracted to her, they ain't going nowhere. And you still the same. You're not going to be better. You're not going to try to be better. You're not going to try to prove the woman wrong. You just don't want the man in the mirror. That's what a lot of us, we don't like. Because we putting on this show. And we don't want to see the man in the mirror. We want to put on a show. I don't have to worry about that. Because I am what I am. And what you see, what you get. I don't have to put on a show. I don't have to try to pretend to be something I'm not. That's a stressful life. I don't need stress like that. Stressful life. I don't need that. It's stressful worrying about what Cynthia G saying. I don't care what Cynthia G said. I don't care what none of these suckers on YouTube is talking about. None of it stresses me out. actually causing some people stress. He's a liar. He's full of self-hate. What the hell is self-hate? What is that? Self-hate. They don't even know what it is. They just talking. Because you don't even know yourself as an individual, let alone us as a people. You don't even know yourself. The majority of you run around copying and regurgitating somebody else. That's not self. Just the fact that you're saying that didn't come from you. It came from somebody else. That's not self. You got to have the knowledge of self. What the hell is that? You don't even know yourself as an individual. You too busy licking somebody else's boots, regurgitating and copying somebody else. That's not self. Telling me about what some foreigners know about me. These people come 9,000, 6,000, 5,000, 3,000 miles to America and gonna tell me, the black man in America, the black woman in America, soul brothers and sisters in this country, gonna tell us who we are. Who the hell are you to tell me who I am and what I am? They can do that because you don't know yourself. So since we don't know ourselves, they gonna tell us who we are. The buck stops here. I don't need your damn help. I don't need you to tell me about myself. I don't know myself. Then you don't tell me about some Africans. You don't tell me about Kemet. You don't tell me about some all this foreign ass stuff. We ain't never lived in those places. My mama don't know nothing about that. Granddaddy, they don't know nothing about this stuff y'all talking about. That ain't no knowledge of no self. And these people that you claim we supposed to be related to, some of them will tell you in your face, you a white man. You ain't related to me. They tell you in your face. That's why most of y'all gravitate towards people who are dead, extinct, because they can't say nothing. But a lot of these who are alive, they will tell you in your face, man, you ain't no African. You ain't related to us. They tell you in your face. And you ignore it. I's an African. I shows is. I knows an African. I knows the Africans when I see one. I'm looking at one right now. I's an African. I'm glad I don't have to look foolish like that. I don't have to worry about no stuff like that. Because we don't do that here. Because I understand the knowledge of self. It ain't none of that stuff. I'm happy being exactly who I am. Been doing this for almost 500 years now. We don't need these suckers telling us who we are. Better worry about your own crap. I want to say this in conclusion. The woman don't bother me. She might bother you. She don't bother me at all. I've listened to some of her talk or whatever. I haven't heard nothing she said bother me. What bothers me are these men who keep crying about what she said. She ain't saying nothing. What it is, some of these men, you too weak to challenge another man, because I can guarantee you, many of you who have listened to me talk on this platform, I've talked about the male gender black men far worse than Cynthia G could ever. But you ain't gonna step to me that way. But y'all a bunch of cowards. And you attack her simply because she's a female. And you a female too. Because a real man, a man that's mature and evolving, don't have time, ain't interested in what she's saying. Like some of these men and the nagging wife. She nagged, and he just said, yes, dear. Have his beer looking at TV. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. And when you gonna take out that trash? And that boy, he ain't doing his homework. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Ain't tripping off of her. Let her nag. Let her nag. Sometimes that's therapy. Complaining. That's nothing but therapy. Sometimes we complain, we nag and we complain. Not even trying to cause you any harm. It's therapy. I need to get this off my chest. That's all it is. I don't trip off none of these women and the black man do this and the black. Let me tell you this. The brothers get their act together. Just a little taste. All that stuff will die off. Because there's no foundation for it. There's no reality for it. And you look silly to continue to talk about something that don't exist. It would die off. Don't you know she wants her man? That's what it's all about. She wants us. She wants her man. We got to get strong. And I will tell you this. This is why on this platform, we offer a vision. We offer a proposal called Operation Exodus Mississippi Campaign. If we, as men, with the help of our sisters, we can bring ourselves together and pull off this project, I can guarantee you all this stuff will go away immediately. You will be able to have something tangible, not believe in. And you don't have to keep talking about, well, one day Jesus gonna come. One day the mothership. No, you don't have to talk about no one day. Because you will determine how hard you want to work. How quick you are to fight off the obstacles. You will bring this into existence while you live. You don't have to wait 100, 200, another 1,000 years. And everything is tangible. The responsibility falls on us. The reality is, we would rather keep blaming the white man. Because see, when you do something for yourself, you can't blame white people no more. Even if you built a nation in Africa and it failed, can't blame white folks no more. When you leave home and you can't make it out there and you got to go back home, that's not your parents' fault, that's your fault. There's people that would rather sleep on the street than go back to their mama house and daddy house. I'm a man. I'm a woman. I'm going to make it on my own. I'm not going back to mama house. I was watching some documentaries on the Temptations, the group from Motown, the Motown Temptation. As young boys, they was 13, 14 years old, some of them. They left home seeking a career in music. Young boys. They didn't go back home. Matter of fact, a lot of brothers and sisters back in the day, a lot of them left home at young age. I believe, what's his name, Fred Sanford did too. Malcolm left, I believe, at a young age. Y'all too damn comfortable with your central air, central heat, swimming pool, movie stars. Even when you're poor, you got cable, internet, you entertain. Like, wow, y'all too damn comfortable. So now the brothers, they comfortable. Now I need some poutine in the house. I need it consistent, right? It can't be here today and gone tomorrow. And I want the poutine to serve me. Be my slave. Cook my food. Wash my feet. Give me a bath. All that kind of good stuff. We're comfortable. And sister's like, who gonna do all that? Hell, I work too. I want mine too. Because a lot of people, when they control the money and they control everything, they don't see what the other person brings to the relationship. They don't see that. It's all about me because I'm bringing in the money. Money ain't everything. Money is a means to an end. It's not everything. Money don't make nobody happy. It only offers temporary happiness. But y'all so comfortable in your life. That's why you sit back and really don't do nothing in the struggle. You don't do nothing, just like coming here listening to me, this is nothing but church. Go ahead, Pastor Snupper. Go ahead, Snupper. Go ahead, brother. He sure telling the truth. That Snupper, he be telling the truth. 100 channels terminated. Go ahead, Snupper. Terminate some more. Nothing but church. Nothing but a show. Welcome to the Angel Snap number 7 show. I wish that Google would view me as a show. Leave me the hell alone. Stop terminating my channel. I'm the only show constantly terminated. I'm gonna say this, we don't get out of here. I was on, I think I passed through and I saw one of the brother. I guess he's still angry at me. I don't know. He don't return my emails either. What's his name? O'Shea Jackson. They was talking about Cynthia G being terminated. I'm like, what y'all upset and crying about? I've been terminated over 100 times. Got strikes going on right now as I speak. Somebody always flagging me. Flagging videos from 10 years ago, 11 years ago. What y'all crying about Cynthia G for? What's she saying? She has not been flagged down 100 times. So you really need to think about if Google, the corporation itself, gets involved in flagging Angel Snub 7, and I only have 10 views and 10 subscribers, that should tell you something. How many of my channels been flagged down and Cynthia G, they didn't do nothing to Cynthia G? Nothing. Now you crying, Cynthia G channel got flagged down. So, I want to invite you to join us December the 7th, 2023 at 2:30 p.m. Central Time for our main video live stream we call Soul Liberation Day 2024. Inspired by these ladies in vogue. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. That's December the 7th, 2023 at 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Join us. I don't know what day it is. I think it's a Wednesday or Thursday. I forgot what day it is. Come and check it out. Come and participate and join us and help us make Soul Liberation Day 2024 the best that we've been able to produce so far. It can only be done with your participation and your help. Appreciate it. So on that note, jot down your comments, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Shout out to our Deacons of Reality. Shout out to Almond Delight, Mellow Cap, our regulars. I appreciate you. It's always an honor. I thank you so much for, everything. I really appreciate. You guys are the strongest Angel Snubbed Up 7 Realities Temple listeners ever. You helped me survive all that foolishness back in the day. You make me want to continue. You make me, you keep me strong. I appreciate the D5, aka Deacons of Reality. I appreciate Mellow Cap and Almond Delight. All of our regulars, it's only like 11 of us. Shout out to everybody out there in YouTube land. Shout out to our people in London, England, and in other places on the earth. Shout out to our Sister Ann. Just talked to Sister Ann not too long ago. Shout out to Sister Ann, Brother Denzel, Angela Hines, Tafari Smith, Brother Talib, Brother Khalil, Razzie Fry, Phil Fox. See, I didn't forget Phil Fox this time. Phil Fox. Is there anybody else I'm missing? I said that. I think I got everybody. Brother Sean. I think I got everybody. It's not that many of us. It's a short list. I should be able to remember everybody. Sister Tangi, of course, and her family in Los Angeles. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to Soul Liberation Day 2024. On that note, shout out to Instagram. Shout out to Facebook. Our listeners on Facebook. I never mean to ignore the listeners on those platforms. I really don't know how to go back and forth and watch Facebook and all these things. I'm not tech savvy like that, so I apologize. But when you leave comments on the videos, I do respond to those comments. On that note, might not be saying nothing to us until Soul Liberation Day. Until then, I'm Angel Snubbed Up 7. This is the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. And as imparting, like our ancestor Don Cornelius used to say, I wish us love, peace, and soul. We are Audi 5000.